Good morning. This is PJ. I'm sitting in my office on Monday morning. I stopped by Kick today. It's rainy out. It's just kind of a yucky morning. Today we have our three readings for our daily lectionary reading. Psalm 112 is our psalm reading. Deuteronomy 22:13 through 30 is our Old Testament reading. And 1 Corinthians chapter 7 verses 1 through 9 is our New Testament reading. Our readings on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday reflect what happened on Sunday. The scriptures that we are using really focus in and to carry on the theme of the divorce that was in our text on Sunday that I did not touch on. I stayed within the book of Hebrews. But those are going to be the scriptures today. Let us listen in. Psalm 112. Hallelujah! Blessed man, blessed woman who fear God, who cherish and relish his commandments. Their children robust on earth, and the homes of the upright. How blessed! Their house brim with wealth and a generosity that never runs dry. Sunrise breaks through the darkness of good people. God's grace and mercy and justice. The good person is generous and lends lavishly. No shuffling or stumbling around this one, but a sterling and solid and lasting reputation. Unfazed by gossip and rumors, heart ready, trusting in God. Spirit firm, unperturbed, ever blessing, relaxed among enemies. They lavish gifts on the poor. A generosity that goes on and on and on. An honored life. A beautiful life. Someone wicked takes one look and rages. Blusters away but ends up speechless. There's nothing to the dreams of the wicked. Nothing. Our Old Testament reading today comes from the book of Deuteronomy. Chapter 22, verses 13 through 30. If a man marries a woman, sleeps with her, and then turns on her, calling her loose, giving her a bad name, saying, I married this woman, but when I slept with her, I discovered that she wasn't a virgin. Then the father and mother of the girl are to take her with the proof of her virginity to the town leaders of the gate. The father is to tell the leaders, I gave my daughter to this man as wife, and he has turned on her, rejecting her. And now he has slanderously accused her, claiming she wasn't a virgin. But look at this. Here is the proof of my daughter's virginity. And then he is to spread out her blood-stained wedding garment before the leaders for examination. The town leaders then are to take the husband, whip him, fine him 100 pieces of silver, and give it to the father of the girl. The man gave a virgin girl of Israel a bad name. He has to keep her and his wife and can never divorce her. But if it turns out that the accusation is true, and there is no evidence of the girl's virginity, the men of the town are to take her to the door of the father's house and stone her to death. She acted disgracefully in Israel. She lived like a whore while still in her parents' home. Purge the evil from among you. If a man is found sleeping with another man's wife, both must die. Purge that evil from Israel. If a man comes upon a virgin in town, a girl who's engaged to another man, and sleeps with her, take both of them to the town gate and stone them until they die. The girl, because she didn't yell out for help in the town, and the man, because he raped her, violating the fiancé of his neighbor. You must purge the evil from among yourself. But if it was out in the country that the man found the engaged girl and grabbed her and raped her, Only the man is to die, the man who raped her. Don't do anything to the girl. She did nothing wrong. This is similar to the case of a man who comes across his neighbor out in the country and murders him. When an engaged girl yelled out for help, there was no one around to hear her or help her. When a man comes upon a virgin who had never been engaged and grabs and rapes her, and they are found out, the man who raped her has to give the father 50 pieces of silver. He has to marry her because he took advantage of her, and he can never divorce her. A man may not marry his father's ex-wife. That would violate his father's rights. Our New Testament readings is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verses 1 through 9. Now, getting down to the question that you asked in your letter to me. First, is it a good thing to have sexual relations? Certainly, but only within a certain context. It is good for a man to have a wife and a woman to have a husband. Sexual drives are strong, but marriage is strong enough to contain them, to provide for a balanced and fulfilling sexual life in a world of sexual disorder. The marriage bed must be a place of mutuality. The husband seeking to satisfy his wife, the wife seeking to satisfy her husband. Marriage is not a place to stand up for your rights. Marriage is a decision to serve the other, whether in bed or out. Abstaining from sex is permissible for a period of time if you both agree to it. And it's for the purpose of prayer and fasting, but only for such times. Then come back together again. Satan has an ingenious way of tempting us when we least expect it. I'll not understand commanding the periods of abstinence, only providing my best counsel if you should choose them. Sometimes I wish everyone was single like me. A simpler life in many ways. But celibacy is not for everyone, any more than marriage is. God gives the gift of single life to some, the gift of married life to others. I do, though, tell the unmarried and widows that singleness may well be the best thing for them, as it has been for me. But if they can manage their desires and their emotions, they should by all means go ahead and get married. The difficulties of marriage are preferable, by far, to a sexually tortured life as a single. And there ends our hard readings for the day. Have a beautiful start of the week. See you soon.